Have you ever woken up from a dream, your heart pounding, feeling like you'd just been somewhere else? Many of us have. These experiences, often dismissed as just dreams, might hold a deeper truth. Could it be that when we sleep, our spirits embark on journeys beyond the physical? This isn't a new concept. Shamans describe soul journeys, astral travelers speak of out-of-body adventures, and everyday people recall vivid dreams so real they feel like memories. They suggest that what we perceive as ourselves is more than just flesh and bone. While our bodies rest, this ethereal essence stretches its wings, venturing into the unknown. These questions have puzzled philosophers, mystics, and scientists for centuries. Some believe it's a simple biological phenomenon, a trick of the sleeping brain creating vivid hallucinations. Others see it as a window into a spiritual reality, a glimpse beyond the veil of our everyday perception. The truth, as with most mysteries of the human experience, likely lies somewhere in between. During sleep, our brainwaves slow down and we cycle through different stages of sleep, including REM sleep, where most vivid dreaming occurs. It's during these periods of altered consciousness that the boundaries between the physical and the non-physical seem to blur. But are these experiences merely electrical impulses firing in the darkness of our skulls, or could they be something more? Science, in its quest to unravel the mysteries of the universe, has turned its gaze inward, attempting to decode the enigma of the human brain. Using technologies like fMRI, scientists can observe the brain's activity during sleep, witnessing the intricate dance of neurons firing as we dream. They've discovered that during REM sleep, the areas of the brain associated with memory, emotion, and sensory perception become highly active. This heightened activity, coupled with the decreased activity in the prefrontal cortex, creates a fertile ground for vivid and often bizarre dreamscapes. Could there be more to these experiences than simply neuronal fireworks? While science delves into the intricate workings of the brain, ancient traditions and spiritual practices have long explored the nature of consciousness through different lenses. Meditation, yoga, breathwork, and plant medicine ceremonies are just a few examples of practices that induce altered states of consciousness. In these states, individuals often report experiences strikingly similar to those described by dreamers and those who claim to have had out-of-body experiences. They speak of a sense of detachment from the physical body, of expanded awareness, of journeying to other realms, and of encountering beings of light or shadow. These experiences challenge the materialistic view that consciousness is solely a product of the brain. Could it be that these ancient practices hold keys to unlocking deeper mysteries of the human experience? One phenomenon that has garnered particular attention in the exploration of consciousness beyond the physical body is the out-of-body experience, or OBE. Individuals who have had OBEs describe the sensation of floating above their bodies, of being able to see and hear what's happening around them, and even of traveling to distant locations. While OBEs are often associated with near-death experiences, they can also occur spontaneously during sleep, meditation, or even during moments of intense stress or trauma. Some researchers believe they can be explained as neurological anomalies, hallucinations created by a confused brain. Could it be that during an OBE, the conscious part of ourselves, the soul or spirit, is temporarily released from its physical tether, allowing it to explore a realm beyond the constraints of time and space? The concept of the soul's journey during sleep, while perplexing to modern science, finds resonance in the ancient wisdom traditions of various cultures. In ancient Egypt, the Book of the Dead describes the soul's nightly voyage through the underworld, facing trials and tribulations before reuniting with the physical body at dawn. Similarly, indigenous cultures around the world have long held beliefs about the soul's ability to travel during dreams and trances. Shamans and medicine men would intentionally induce these altered states of consciousness to communicate with spirits, seek healing, and gain knowledge from the unseen realms. These ancient practices speak to a deep-rooted human intuition that our existence extends beyond the purely physical. the thread of soul travel continues into various spiritual traditions and esoteric teachings that have emerged throughout history. Hinduism posits that during sleep the Atman withdraws from the physical body and enters a state of bliss and awareness beyond the confines of the material world. In Tibetan Buddhism, the practice of dream yoga aims to cultivate awareness and lucidity during the dream state, allowing practitioners to consciously navigate the dream realm and gain insights into the nature of reality. Kabbalah speaks of the astral body, a subtle energy body that serves as a vehicle for the soul's travels during sleep and meditation. These diverse spiritual traditions suggest that within each of us lies a spark of the divine, a soul or spirit capable of transcending the limitations of the physical body. One of the most intriguing concepts associated with out-of-body experiences and soul travel is the existence of the astral plane. The astral plane, often described as a realm of thought and emotion, is said to exist alongside our physical reality, vibrating at a higher frequency. Proponents of astral travel believe that during sleep or through specific techniques like meditation and visualization, our astral bodies can detach from our physical forms and traverse this ethereal realm. While the existence of the astral plane cannot be scientifically verified, countless accounts from individuals who claim to have visited this realm share striking similarities. Could it be that the astral plane holds clues to understanding the true nature of consciousness and the interconnectedness of all things? While ancient traditions and spiritual teachings offer compelling narratives about the soul's journey during sleep, countless individuals from all walks of life report experiences that seem to support these ancient beliefs. Take, for instance, the experience of Sarah, a young woman who had always been skeptical about anything remotely paranormal. One night she dreamt she was soaring above a cityscape, a feeling of exhilarating freedom coursing through her. As she glided through the night sky, she noticed a figure standing on a rooftop below. It was her grandmother, who had passed away years earlier. Later that day, Sarah received a call from her mother, who told her about a vivid dream she'd had the previous night. In her dream, Sarah's grandmother had appeared, offering a message of love and reassurance. This shared experience left Sarah questioning her skepticism and opened her mind to the possibility that our consciousness might indeed be capable of venturing beyond the confines of our physical bodies during sleep. Then there's the story of John, a middle-aged businessman who'd always been a pragmatist, firmly grounded in the concrete world of facts and figures. One evening, while undergoing surgery for a heart condition, John experienced something that profoundly shifted his worldview. As he slipped under anesthesia, he felt himself being pulled upward, as if by an invisible force. He watched from above as doctors worked frantically around his lifeless body, his heart monitor emitting a steady, monotonous beep. Suddenly, he was surrounded by a warm, golden light, and he felt the presence of beings of immense love and compassion. Just as he was about to embrace the light fully, he felt himself being pulled back towards his body. John's experience, like countless near-death experiences reported by individuals from all walks of life, challenges our conventional understanding of consciousness and suggests that our awareness might be able to exist independently of the physical body. While these accounts primarily involve experiences during sleep or near-death states, there are rare and compelling cases of individuals who claim to have consciously induced out-of-body experiences while fully awake. One such case is that of Robert Monroe, an American businessman who, in the 1950s, began having spontaneous OBEs that he initially dismissed as hallucinations. However, as the experiences became more frequent and vivid, Monroe dedicated his life to exploring and understanding these altered states of consciousness. He developed techniques for inducing OBEs at will, documenting his experiences in meticulous detail, and founding the Monroe Institute, an organization dedicated to the exploration of human consciousness. Monroe described the OBE state as a heightened state of awareness, where one's senses become more acute and perceptions of time and space shift dramatically. These real-life accounts offer tantalizing clues about the mysteries that lie beyond our everyday awareness, inviting us to expand our understanding of what it means to be human. Section 1. The Veil of Sleep. Why then do these extraordinary experiences primarily occur during sleep, a state we spend a third of our lives in, yet often remember so little about? It seems paradoxical that in our most conscious state, wide awake and engaged with the world, the veil between the physical and the non-physical remains firmly drawn. Yet when we surrender to slumber, our minds awash in dreams, that veil thins, allowing glimpses into other realms. Perhaps the answer lies in the very nature of consciousness itself. When we are awake, our focus is primarily directed outward, our senses bombarded by the constant influx of sensory data from the external world. Our logical minds, the gatekeepers of our perception, work tirelessly to filter, categorize, and make sense of this information, creating a cohesive narrative of our waking reality. This intense focus on the external world, while essential for navigating our daily lives, can also be a barrier to accessing the subtler realms of existence. It's like trying to hear a whisper in a crowded room. The noise of our waking consciousness drowns out the subtle signals emanating from beyond the veil. During sleep, however, the rules of engagement change. Our senses withdraw, our logical minds relax their grip, and our brainwave activity shifts to slower, more rhythmic frequencies. This state of reduced sensory input and internal focus creates a conducive environment for accessing altered states of consciousness. It's as if, in sleep, our consciousness tunes into a different frequency, one that allows us to perceive realities beyond the reach of our waking senses. Imagine a radio receiver. When tuned to a specific frequency, it picks up the corresponding radio waves, transforming them into audible sound. Similarly, our consciousness, when operating at a certain frequency, might be able to perceive and interact with energies and information beyond the electromagnetic spectrum that governs our waking perception. This concept aligns with the ancient wisdom traditions that speak of subtle energy bodies like the pranamaya kosha in yogic philosophy or the etheric body in esoteric teachings. These subtle bodies, said to be composed of finer, higher vibrational energy, are believed to be capable of accessing realms beyond the reach of our physical senses. Could it be that during sleep, as our brainwave activity shifts, our consciousness, operating through these subtle energy bodies, is able to detach from the physical body and explore these higher vibrational realms? But if our spirits are free to roam during sleep, why do we often return with only fragmented memories, fleeting glimpses of fantastical landscapes and encounters with beings both wondrous and strange? Why don't we awaken with detailed recollections of our nocturnal adventures, our minds brimming with knowledge and insights gleaned from beyond the veil? Perhaps the answer lies in the limitations of our physical brains to process and integrate the vastness of these experiences. Imagine trying to pour the ocean into a teacup. The cup, while capable of holding a small amount of water, cannot contain the immensity of the sea. Similarly, our brains, while capable of processing the sensory information of our waking reality, might not be equipped to fully comprehend and retain the experiences of our consciousness, untethered from the limitations of time and space. Moreover, the veil between the physical and non-physical might serve a protective function, preventing an overload of information that could overwhelm our delicate psyche. Just as a deep-sea diver needs a specialized suit to withstand the crushing pressure of the ocean depths, our physical bodies and minds might require a buffer, a veil of forgetfulness to shield us from the overwhelming intensity of the realms we visit during sleep. As we've journeyed through the labyrinth of scientific inquiry and spiritual exploration, we find ourselves at a fascinating crossroads, straddling two worlds: the tangible realm of our waking lives and the ethereal realm of our sleeping selves. Science offers explanations for sleep, dreams, and out-of-body experiences, yet even the most sophisticated brain scans can't capture the deeply personal nature of these experiences. They hint at a dimension of reality that transcends the purely material. The mystery of whether our spirits leave our bodies during sleep captivates us. Exploring these questions reveals the beauty of our existence. Ancient wisdom guides us, offering insights that resonate deeply. Embracing this mystery enriches our understanding of ourselves and the universe. As we awaken each morning, may we carry a sense of wonder and curiosity,